Evening, boys and girls. Hope you're enjoying your night. Well, I'm now going to get my ground bait ready. Alright, I'm sure a lot of match anglers nowadays will laugh what I'm doing, because that's very dated. What I used to do in the good old days and that sort of thing. Not all this fancy ground bait you get now. This is proper old school. Well, yesterday afternoon I put in 8 kilo of pellet, trout pellet, layers pellet and corn. So that's a good bed, and that's been there over 28 hours, and we're going to go fish it tomorrow. So that should be good. Hopefully the fish should get going on it. No one really knows what's in the Broads anymore, because that ain't fished a lot. Years ago used to be tons and tons of bream, but there ain't anymore. That's really gone poor. So yeah, time will tell. Well, if I put all that pellet in and feed in, if that don't pull nothing in 2 days, I know there's not a lot there. Because after speaking to Richard Barnes at Philby, he said there ain't so many bream anymore because their waters have got them. But the places, there's tons more tench than there's ever been. Tons of tench there. So hopefully that's what I'm going to get. We will do a few tench. Well, what I've first got in the old bucket is something from the old carp days. That's Super Red from Haith's. Haith's is the company what made Robin Red. That's basically all designed for birds, and Robin Red was designed for colouring up canaries. That has changed recipe in the last few years because the dye in the Robin Red, you're not allowed to use it anymore. So yeah, slightly changed, but this is Super Red. That's not pure Robin Red, that's a mixture of bird seeds. Basically, that's Robin Red, what's like peppers and stuff, crushed hemp, peanut granules, tiger nut granules, and like red factor bird food. So it's got a bit of everything in it, if you ever look. And I like to put a bit of boiling water, because obviously being a bird food, that hemp hasn't been cooked. So I like to put some boiling water with it to heat it up and release all the oils. That'd do the same for all of it really. So I'll put about 3/4 inch, half inch, 3/4 inch in the bottom of a little bucket. And now what I'm going to add is probably half a kilo of layers pellet. Layers pellet obviously meant for chickens, but that's mainly made from wheat and soya and that sort of thing. Bit of oil, there's nothing wrong with it. And the next thing I'm going to do is add half a kilo roughly of trout pellet. These are Scretton's low oil trout pellet. They ain't got a huge amount of oil in them because high oil trout pellets ain't no good for fish. That doesn't do them any good at all. They're designed for trout, not coarse fish. These are Scretton coarse fish pellet. So now what I'm going to do is get the trusty kettle and pour boiling water on to scald it. So just fill it up. So it's just above the pellet. A little bit more. Just above the pellet. And I'll leave it all night. So that'll scald the pellet, scald the hemp seed, layers, pellets, everything. I'll really get that going well. And then tomorrow I'll mix in brown crumb to loosen it all up, because that'll be like stodge tomorrow. That'd be great for method feeder, but after carp I'm not really after that. So I'll loosen it up with brown crumb tomorrow, and then bream will love it. They will absolutely adore the stuff. So I've been spoilt being on Homersfield for 15 years. I've been spoilt really. I've had loads of tench and bream over £10. Most of the time I ain't even bothered weighing them, but because I had them on carp gear, that don't really count to it. When I'm using £3 test rods, 3 3/4, something like that, and you're getting £10 bream and £10 tench, they don't really fight a good account of themselves. Well, I did have some big roach just under £4, but that was on boilie, on carp gear, so I didn't really count that either. That was a shame though, because they were a cracking roach, really were. Well, I'm sure you had enough of me rattling on, and I'll get back to this in the morning. I better put it outside, it's just stinking. You can tell I ain't got a missus. Stink me house out. I'm getting this outside, that do hum.